Hi, Gown. Maurice Swadesh earlier in the 20th century constructed two lists. First, the long Swadesh list with 225 words, and then later the short Swadesh list with 100 words, which was published actually after his death, posthumously. And these lists include the words that Swadesh considered to be most stable in any language, least prone to change. Now, the Swadesh lists have been criticized, and I can see why. I looked at the long Swadesh list the other day, and the thing is, he included words like snow and ice. And one would think that he could have realized that not all peoples experience snow and ice. He included road. Not all peoples are road building. And he, for example, also included the numerals 4 and 5. Now, something that has been established is that more elaborate counting systems are connected to trade. And the fact of the matter is that in Australia, most languages don't have more than 3 numerals. They have 1, 2, and 3, and no more than that. But nevertheless, Swadesh was on to something. For example, he included all pronouns, personal pronouns, and it is a known fact that pronouns rarely change. That one pronoun rarely is exchanged for a foreign pronoun, for example, as is what happened with English they and them. They and them came in from the Viking language. So, and I looked at the short Swadesh list for Basque, the language isolate here in Europe, which most likely is the only surviving language from the languages that were brought into Europe with agriculture, with the spread of agriculture. Basque has lots and lots of Romance loanwords for obvious reasons. But on the short Swadesh list for Basque, there were only a few, less than a handful. So that is interesting. So we can use the Swadesh list to illustrate the flux of vocabulary in Australian Aboriginal languages due to taboo restrictions. And more specifically, we can use the Ngarla language. We can use a word list that was compiled in the 1860s, and we can compare it to what we might call modern Ngarla. Now, this word list from the 1860s was written down by someone who doesn't say his name. It is a Ngarla Italian word list, and it was found in the monastery library at New Norcia by fellow linguist Nick Teberger. Where is New Norcia? Look it up. Yes, so by information given, we can say confidently that it was written between 1863 and 1865. What we might call modern Ngarla, on the other hand, I would say is 80 years younger. So it is from the mid-1940s. You see, that is when Ngarla stopped being a community language and hence stopped developing. So there are 80 years between the old Ngarla word list and modern Ngarla. And I went through the old Ngarla word list looking for words that were on the Swadesh list, the long Swadesh list. And I compared all of those that I found to modern Ngarla. And like I said, Maurice Swadesh considered these words to be the most stable ones in any language. In Ngarla, we find that no less than 12 of them have changed in 80 years. So that is quite a lot. And as you can see here, there is absolutely no similarity between Ngalyun, a word I have never heard, and Gunjara, which I am familiar with. There is no similarity between Mula and Palgu, and neither between Miji and Jurbalgi. And probably that is what they were going for. Due to taboo restrictions, they wanted something completely different. So the word for woman changed, the words for flesh and blood changed. And in this case, perhaps the change is due to the fact that this word seems to have changed its meaning. Similarly to how the old Swedish word for tail changed its meaning. Old Swedish roppo became modern Swedish rumpa, which means this. Yes, so these are the first 4 word pairs that I found. I will be back with the rest in another video. So, I will see you later.